Hello, my name is Nurul Aifana binti Muhammad Nasaruddin. My matric number is 202112039. My class is CS255-4B. This is individual project prepared for Sir Muhammad Azizi bin Muhammad Arifin. And next is I choose file transfer protocol FTP for my individual project ITT 440. And then what is transfer protocol? What is FTP? FTP is a standard communication protocol used for the transfer of computer file from a server to a client on a computer network. FTP is built on a client-server model architecture using separate control and data connection between the client and the server. File Transfer Protocol was written by Abhay Bushan and published as RFC 114 on 16 April 1971. Okay, let's move to communication and data transfer. FTP may run in active or passive mode, which determines how the data connection is established. First, the client starts listening for incoming data connection from the server on port M. It sends the FTP command port M to inform the server on which port it is listening. The server then initiates a data channel to the client from its port 20. The FTP server, which is the data port, is 20. This session is known as the active connection mode. Active connection mode might face problem if a firewall is protecting the user's machine. The firewall usually does not allow any unauthorized session from an external party. Secondly is passive connection mode. It will use if that issue occurs. Okay, next we move to coding time. Let's get into my VirtualBox to see how it works. So we move to the putih. So this is my coding server.c, and in the right side coding client.c. So we move to the server.c. We need to declare first include studio.h, stdlib.h, string.h, and file name for output.txt, which is contain the data that transfer by client.c. And then first we create a file and then receive the data. If server receive the data, server will print receive data from client, which is what data? This is the data that received by server. And then define IP and port, which is the IP is 192.168.56.102, and the port that we use is 20. Commonly FTP is used port 20 or 21, I think. And then variable, and then we need to create UDP socket. If the UDP socket have error occur, server will print error socket fail. And then we bind if in the session that we bind error will occur, server will print bind fail. And then if not print, server will print start UDP file server start. And if the data transfer is successful, server will print data transfer is successful and automatically shut down the server. Okay, we move to the client side, which is we need to declare same goes to the server, and then send the data. Client will print send data, which is data hi nama saya Upin. Ini dah adik saya Ipin. And then if the error occur, client will print send data is failed. And then we move to INT main, which is we need to define IP and port. We use the same IP and port goes to server, which is 192.168.56 and 102. And the port we use is 20. Declare the variable and then we create UDP socket. If UDP socket have error, client will print error socket fail, and then read the file. Client will read the file. If client have error with the reading of the file, client will print error cannot read file, and then send data to the server. If the data will send successful, client will print data transfer is successful, and then shut down the server automatically. And then we move to server.c to compile it. Ctrl X, and then we try compile it using this command, which is gcc server.c, and no error. And then we try compile the coding of the client, use the same command, which is gcc and client.c. Okay, no error too. And then we try run using this command ./a.out, and then server will print start UDP file server start, and then we run it in client, which is ./a.out, and then we successful, which mean client send the data, which is hi nama saya Upin, ini adik saya Ipin, and then succeed, data transfer is successful. And then at the server side, server receive the data from the client, which is same data, hi nama saya Upin, ini adik saya Ipin, and data transfer is successful, and shut down the server automatically too. And then we try to open the file that sent by client, which is we try ls first to see the file that sent by client, which is output.txt. We try open it to see the data inside that file. So we try run nano output.txt. So the data same goes to the client send, which is hi nama saya Upin, ini adik saya Ipin, and then it's successful, I think. Ctrl S, and then I already push the coding inside the GitHub. This is the link, and I think that's all from me. Thank you.